Bad, kind of weird though. You know, we should be about maybe 13, 14, 15 degrees. It's been a strange kind of winter, I've got to be honest with you, and shortest day the other day as well. Wednesday, June the 23rd, middle of the week, and I'm absolutely elated because, believe me, coming out of Barrie, Ontario, we have Madison Mueller. Maddie is joining us, and believe me, I'm looking forward to that. But first of all, Barbara, are you ready to go live? You are? Here we go.
Get ready. We're going live in 3, 2, 1.
Now, let me do this as well.
Galaxy 107fm.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and well, you know, I am absolutely elated because we're joined by Madison Mueller, and believe me, she has been making a huge hit here at Galaxy, and I'm finding it rather hard actually getting through a breakfast show without at least playing 1, 2 or 3 tracks in a breakfast show. Unheard of, except for maybe if you're Ashley Pater. But in the meantime, let's kick it off. Joining us live is Madison Mueller. Here's Breath of Air. So how you feeling, Maddie? You okay?
I'm feeling great. This is so exciting. I can't stop smiling.
Okay. I'm sorry. It's me you got to contend with.
Oh. I'll do all right, I think.
Now, from time to time, we will get some questions in from our audio audience. I call them audio audience over fans, if you know what I mean, because believe me, I wouldn't want to buy them all a beer, though. Let's put it that way.
Understandable.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of beers to buy.
Yeah, I'd need to supply myself with a couple of breweries, actually. I would. But I do get questions from time to time that I'll pass on, if they're reasonable. Okay. No silly questions here.
I beg your pardon.
I don't want
Did I
silly
hear that
questions.
right? You're not going to ask anything silly?
No. I said if they're reasonable.
Oh, come on.
Believe me. Anne-Marie Shea is on board. And Anne-Marie, I want to wish you a happy birthday for the other day. Absolutely fantastic.
Sweet 16 is
Sweet
Anne-Marie.
16, absolutely.
Yeah.
And we've been in touch with the Hammond brothers. And, well, you never know what might happen very, very shortly, Anne-Marie. Hi, Grant and Barbara. Hi back, Anne-Marie. It's a pleasure because, believe me, we have Maddie Mueller with us today, and you will love her music as well as she might actually love yours too. Maddie, through this interview, I'm going to ask you a number of questions. Now, I realise right now lots of things are restricted with this COVID virus thing, but I don't see that lasting too much longer, especially with, you know, all the injections that are going on around the place. Have you had your injections?
Not yet, no.
So you're still
haven't
organic?
had a chance.
So
yeah, still working on it.
You're still organic?
Yeah, organic, yeah. I don't mind that.
Well, I am too, believe me. But we here in New Zealand, we don't actually have any in the community and haven't had some for a long time. Well, I think there was a little slip up over the weekend with an Australian visitor, but we're on top of that, believe me.
Good.
And believe me, as far as deaths goes, I think we've only had about 28 since it started.
That's amazing.
You know,
That's really fantastic.
our government looked after us straight away. We locked everything down for a number of months, which was weird, but you know, we all understood what the end result was. You know what I mean? And we've achieved.
Absolutely.
We've achieved not bad here in New Zealand, actually. Yeah, we're doing okay. Let's go live to the desk. That's right, you're right, here at Galaxy 107 FM and, excuse me, 17 after 11 o'clock, it is 20 degrees. Now, let me tell you about this. We know that the weatherman always gets it wrong, right? For the last month and, well, a few days, I've been sitting on 20 degrees every day saying it's going to get there, it's going to get there. Barbara, she usually goes one higher, one lower, depending on, the day, and, well, she's been winning for the last month and a half, which has really been getting to me. I'm going, nah, this is not right. So I changed it up a bit. I went 22 degrees, and it's 20 degrees. I mean, what do you say?
It's dropping.
Barbara wins again. All I'm holding out for now is plenty more day to go. Maybe, just maybe, it might win. But right now, I am joined live by Madison Mueller. Emery Shea says she is awesome. Yes, you're right, Emery. She really is. And believe me, much like yourself playing on Galaxy in the Breakfast Show, we're playing a lot of Madison Mueller. Maddie, it is an absolute pleasure to have you. Welcome to Galaxy.
Thank you so much. This is so exciting. I am honored to be here, and this is going to be so fun.
Well, if you need a therapist after this, I know a couple of good ones.
All right, I'll travel over to New Zealand. It's a good excuse.
Oh, look, I know them in your backyard.
Oh.
I know people everywhere. Believe me, don't worry about it. We got you covered. We have.
Perfect.
And now we opened up the show with Breath of Air. Now, please, Maddie, tell me all about the song. Where did the lyrics come from?
Yeah, for sure. Breath of Air, it was kind of, like, when you think of the song, it's a little bit juvenile in how I ended up writing it, but it still holds true with a lot of things. But I was writing a grade 12 essay for English, and I just did not want to be doing it. It was like 12 in the morning, due the next day, and I just didn't want to be writing an essay, so I decided to take my ukulele and started strumming a few chords and was dreaming about being pretty much any place but there, and that's kind of where Breath of Air kind of formed.
I get it. Now, you're an educator. You're an education facilitator, formerly known as a teacher back in the day. How are you getting on with this at the moment? Are you doing it in class, or are you doing it online?
I was doing it online for a while. I find that it's really tough to make the transition from being an in-person teacher to being an online teacher. I think if people want to learn online, there's room for that, but taking them from the classroom and putting them online, learning an instrument or singing is very difficult. And I've been keeping up with it to some degree, but it's just not the same, I'd say.
I get it, believe me. And, well, you see, Barbara actually is the manager of an entertainment company that brings bands into the country. And, well, when this COVID thing, everything stopped. You know what I mean? And we are still slowly but surely getting back together again. We're like an old steam train. You just need a bit of a shunt to start with. We haven't even got that so far, to be honest with you, but we are in hope that it's going to happen. But we haven't been sitting on our hands. We're actually making plans for the forthcoming seasons, hoping that everything's going to open up. A little rumour says about November. Well, fingers crossed there. So you never know, next summer season might be the time. Katrina is on board as well. Nice to have you on board. Now, I got to ask you, there's a young lady coming out of Ontario who has asked me, and her name is Beverly, what would you attribute your success to?
Oh, that's quite the question. Success comes in a lot of different forms. It's hard to measure that sort of thing. I think a lot of success comes from the amount of positivity you have surrounding what you're doing, who you're surrounding yourself with, and I have a lot of support, and I attribute that to a lot of the success that I feel like I've already gotten. I've got fantastic family, fantastic friends, and all around just really amazing people that support me, and I don't think I could have gotten anywhere without that. And not everyone can say that they have that, and I count my stars for that, for sure, because it's a game changer in a lot of ways.
Now, as a fan, How do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? But more importantly, Maddie, do you respond?
I do respond. I do. And sometimes it's a little bit late. I'm bad at responding. I always have been, but I always end up getting to it. Every single comment, as long as it's not like, hundreds and hundreds. But I do even try on those ones. But yeah, I'm on everything. I feel like it's kind of impossible to not be on everything nowadays, right? Like,
Exactly.
you have to be.
Exactly. Now, do you have a website? More importantly, can we purchase your music on your website? Do you have a merch store?
I do have a merch store. It's connected to my website. It's www.maddiemakesmusic.com, which tends to be a lot of my sort of handles on things. If it's not Maddie Makes Music, it's going to be Madison Mueller. And if you Google search me, you can find me pretty much anywhere. Fingers crossed.
You know,
I hope so. But
I'm loving the sign in the background, so believe me, I would have just said go to www that.
pretty much. Yeah, right there.
There it is, believe
I
me.
forget that that's there half the time.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to talk to you a little bit later on about a bit of merch because, believe me, you might get the picture actually. And today I'm wearing Boom Boom, Kiwi Band. Now, I usually don't say that I would respond to anybody texting me, mainly because I don't. I got to be honest, I don't. Just way too busy running this place. I really, really am. I never get time to sit down and actually look at my phone in any way, shape or form. Unless it's with Barbara. Believe me, Barbara, she takes precedence. I noticed that one straight away. Even my phone swears at me and goes, bloody Barbara's on again. Yeah, it's just one of those soundbite things, you know what I mean. Anyway, so I never say that I actually respond to anybody. But having said that, I am going to talk to you a little later on about maybe if you've got a T-shirt, I would like to be able to wear it while doing these interviews because there is so many people that watch these things. They get on the interwebby thing, and before you know it, you've found yourself another 5,000 Facebook fans or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it's all about promotions, and we would love to be able to promote you as much as possible, get behind you, literally. Now, I better move on a little bit because my voice in my head is telling me that I've got to find out what got this way. Got this way. Tell me about Got This Way.
I will tell you about it. Yeah, it's a really fun song. It's very the imagery for it is kind of about summer, and that's what it's about. It's the first feelings of love, and it was like a summer fling that had happened for me, and I started writing the song about that experience and how it made me feel. And I hadn't really written a lot of love songs prior to that because I was pretty forceful in the idea that I didn't want to write things that I hadn't experienced yet. So that was like the first time that I really jumped in there and kind of wrote a song about love and all those feelings. And I think it kind of shows. There's an innocence to it, and I like it.
Well, I got to let you know, so far 1,271 requests for it. It's not doing too bad. It's climbing. It really,
Not
really
bad at all. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Amazing.
You really are. And believe me, you're going to be surprised at the sweet bitterness score as well. But in the meantime, right here, live, joined by Madison Mueller. Maddie, Got This Way. How you feeling? You okay?
I am feeling so great. That is a crazy number of requests.
Oh.
Holy.
Wait. Just wait for the next one. Believe me.
I am definitely waiting. That's unbelievable.
Nice. Katrina, I'm just going to get this name up.
I'll just press it.
Pullance. Yeah, Portlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, Katrina. She says, hi Maddie, you're amazing.
Aww.
Honestly, there's so many women around the world that absolutely just love, and not only your style, not only your look, but your music and your lyrics and everything like that. You know what I mean? You're making a connection with my female audience.
Interesting. That's really amazing to hear.
Well, I want to know how you do it, because I've been trying to do it for years and nobody listens to me.
You're lying. You have a female audience, so that speaks for itself.
Yes.
Yeah, well, they, all the females here look at me, but it's because they're paid to.
Oh, you're lying. No one cares that much about money if they don't like what they're doing and the people they're around.
Yeah, well, exactly. Believe me, everybody here loves their job. They really do. Look, I appreciate each and every person in this building. I really do, because they all are very dedicated, and we work as a team. We don't work as individuals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's important.
Everything is teamwork, and believe me, if it wasn't for Sarah Reception or Brooke in Production or Mark in IT or any of these guys, believe me, this place wouldn't run. And
No, you need all hands on deck for that sort of thing.
but the biggest thing is, I got to thank people like yourself, because if it wasn't for artists like yourself, I wouldn't have a job for a start. So I hope you're going to come back again and release more music.
I'd love to. Absolutely.
Very cool. But you see, people like yourself also tell your friends. Now, your friends, they may be in the industry as well. They get in touch with us. We have a listen to their music. We may or may not choose to go with it. That actually comes down to a board of 12.
Really?
Yeah, believe me, their deal is our image. So we only play the good stuff.
All right. Well, I'm feeling good, and it's good knowing I'm in good company then, too.
Well, you certainly are, believe me. To be a part of the Galaxy family, it takes something special, and Madison, you've got that.
Thank you. I'm going to get emotional. Stop it.
No,
We're
no,
supposed
no,
to be
no.
silly, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
No,
you get your silly on.
none of that.
Get your silly on.
Madison,
Come
have
on.
you ever considered, once this COVID virus thing is over and done with, that you would like to travel?
Oh, yes. 100%.
Would you consider maybe performing here in New Zealand?
100%. Yes.
Nice,
Yeah, I would
nice.
love to make it over that way. I've been wanting to for a long time, just to experience it, never mind going on like a work purpose as well. If I can travel and perform music, that's a life. That is
Okay, well,
unbelievable.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
84.9 degrees inside the office here if you're doing Fahrenheit. It's hot. It really is. 20 degrees outside. Yeah, Barbara wins again as well. Everybody knows about our competitions there and how lucky I am all the time, right? Yeah, absolutely, I get it. Marie Shea says she's so nice. I think you got a new fan here, Marie. She comes out of Texas.
Very cool. That's awesome.
What I might do, Maddie, is I might get Barbara to put you in touch with each other, because believe me, I think there's a connection there, and believe me, I wouldn't let you get involved with somebody I didn't trust myself. Young
I believe
Marie, 16 years of age, emerging talent. Believe me, I think you'll find something in common with her. You really will.
Cool. I'd love that.
Now, I want to ask you too. Would you, while I'm putting people in touch with people, would you mind if I got in touch with a friend of mine coming out of India? He has a magazine over there. 8 million people in his region. I'm sure he knows each and every one of them by their first name. But I would love to be able to introduce you to him and get you in their magazine. Basically, it's about promotions, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And believe me, I don't pass people on to Jay willy-nilly. It's only the special people that I think is worth putting on. Now, got to let you know, I've been an engineer for almost 40 years. I've got to be honest, not only studio engineer, but front of house as well. Travelled around the world with some very, very big name bands over the years, and have been an official New Zealand engineer here in New Zealand where we get all the international acts coming in that needed my services for some of the biggest stadiums and studios in New Zealand. So when I first heard your music, Madison, I thought I found something special in you.
Thank you.
Now,
That's so sweet.
I want to talk to you about your engineer and your recording studio that you've been recording in Nashville. Tell me a little bit about that experience.
Yeah, for sure. So I haven't recorded in Nashville. I've recorded here in like literally Barrie, Ontario for majority of my songs. The last two that you just played were produced by Jeff Wardell from Your Productions, which is a local studio here, and he is just a phenomenal musician, producer, and did a fantastic job. He's done, I think it was my first 4 songs, and such a fantastic person to work with, and we collaborated super well. I traveled to Pennsylvania to record a song with Andrew Chervack, who I met at one of the Nashville, Tennessee award shows, and we've been kind of friends and chatting online for years, and I finally got the chance to travel to Pennsylvania to record my song Too Nice with him in 2019, which was a blast. He's a fantastic guy, just made the process so fun and very fresh. It was something I hadn't experienced before. And Sweet Bitterness was recorded within Barrie as well, because we were pretty much on lockdown. Couple restrictions lifted at that point, so I could record. But Michael Jack has produced some unbelievable talents, worked with Rush, worked with Hilary Duff back in the day, Anne Murray, like a bunch of crazy artists, and he's living in Barrie right under our noses, and we've known for years, but finally got a chance to work with him on Sweet Bitterness, and it really aligned super nicely. Like, our thoughts all kind of started meshing together, and fantastic producer.
Oh, okay. And Emery Shea says she's already friends of yours anyway, so we don't need to put you in touch. Now, the secret's out there, unfortunately, isn't it? Everybody in the world knows about your little secret with your engineer. And believe me, wrap him up in bubble wrap. Don't let go of that man, because I don't listen to music as a fan would listen to it. I listen to it more as a DJ or more as an engineer would listen to it. I break it down. I really break it down into its increments, work it out, try and figure out how, what, when has been done to the song. Surely you can understand that.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, I also listen to it as a DJ would listen to it for its commercial purposes, stuff like that. You know, am I going to play this on the radio or not? You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
I figure, Maddie, that I've found myself a little gem right now.
Oh gosh. Thank you.
Will you come back again for more interviews in the future? Will you be releasing new music?
Absolutely. I haven't been recording because we've been on lockdown again. We recorded the song and then went back into a strict lockdown after I released it and everything. So I haven't been able to do that, but there is some plans for that in the near future. Hopefully within the year. I want to get a music video out for Sweet Bitterness and everything. I've got some plans going.
I like that. I really do. And we will talk about Sweet Bitterness very, very shortly. But first of all, while we were playing your last song, of course, Got This Way, I did mention to you, would you be interested in coming to New Zealand and playing in New Zealand? You know, maybe about 4 or 5 shows here in New Zealand. Then we'll take you over to Australia, maybe about half a dozen to 8 shows over there. Well, only because we like their money, right?
Well, can't speak for it myself, but if you're saying it.
Okay, well, believe me, New Zealand and Australia has a sort of a love-hate relationship, much like the Canadians and the Americans. You know, I think yours is ice hockey. Yeah, I think there's an ice hockey thing there going on. And believe me, right now, you guys will be winning your ice hockey, won't you? You know, Americans involved. You'll be sweet this year round.
We're doing all right.
Nice, believe me. But ours here in New Zealand, ours is rugby union. That's like gridiron without pads and helmets.
Okay.
Okay? And we don't pass forward. We only pass backward. It's all about forwards
Oh
and
my
backs.
gosh.
Yeah, believe me.
That sounds intense.
It is, and in fact, we've actually got the former world champions, the All Blacks, whereas the Australians, they have the Wallabies, sorry, Wallabies. Right, get it right. Okay, all right. Now, while you're here, now, we're kind of crazy over here, I've got to let you know.
That's okay, I'm crazy too.
Oh, you're up for a challenge then?
Yes.
Cool, awesome. Have you ever heard of a hoo-hoo grub?
No.
Okay, well, you're familiar with the caterpillar, right?
I am, very.
Yeah, this is nothing like it. Believe me, it's big. It's like a double-decker bus to a mini. It really is. And what you do is you put the. By the way, it's also an indigenous folks of New Zealand, the Maori. It's a delicacy here in New Zealand. So,
Interesting.
Believe me, I've had so many of them. I actually got a taste for them for a while there. I got to be honest. But what you do is you put the live body in your mouth. Rip off the head. Don't eat the head because it's yucky. But when you crunch down on this, it's like eating creamy peanut butter.
I don't like peanut butter, so this is not going to be a fun challenge for me.
Oh, well, we'll start off with that one. You see, we here in New Zealand, we like to do things that not only challenge you, but get the heart going. You know what I mean? If it doesn't scare you, well, you know, you're not having a good day then, are you?
You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. I don't mind a little bit of the heart pitter pattering here and there. That's a good time.
Very cool. Now, do you know much about New Zealand?
I wish I knew more. I don't know the most about it.
Okay.
But
Let me give
looking
you-
forward to learning more.
Let me give you a quick profile. We're called the Land of the Long White Cloud, Aotearoa, made up of 3 islands, basically, one right down the bottom by the pole, actually, called Stewart. The only island to get a name, a real name, because whoever named New Zealand after that ran out of imagination and ingenuity, whatever, called the next one South.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
And following south, as you go north, you come to, North Island. Great. Yay.
North Island.
Yeah, logical.
And which one are you on?
In the north, actually. We're on the North Island, on the east coast, and we get to see the day first in the world.
Really?
We
Yeah,
do.
because it's 7 p.m. where I am right now, so we're on very different time schedules right now.
Exactly. It's 20 to 12 lunchtime here. We're
Wow.
also Wednesday. You'd be Tuesday evening, wouldn't you?
I am, yep.
Yeah, that's so yesterday.
You haven't made that joke before, eh?
No, not once. Oh, well, maybe
No.
once. Maybe once.
Maybe.
But everything. Oh, Cheryl's on board too. Nice to have you on board, Cheryl. The thing is, here in New Zealand, are you familiar with Lord of the Rings?
Fairly, people hate me because I have not seen a lot of the big, like, movie franchises. I've watched bits and pieces of a lot of them, could probably make my way through a conversation, but I could not give you facts.
Well, I tell you what, I recommend you actually download the movies of Lord of the Rings. You will. J.R. Tolkien was the original author of the books back in the day. Now, the original set of Hobbiton actually is about an hour and a half away from where we are right here in this office.
Amazing.
So we would love to be able to get the staff to take you and show you around there. Unfortunately, I can't do that. Not allowed back in.
No.
Yeah, apparently one of their security cards went missing somehow, somewhere.
Somehow, somewhere?
Yeah,
I feel like you know a little bit more information there.
yeah, it's in a lake.
Oh, no!
It's in a lake, it is. Yeah, we took care of it, don't worry. Gave it swimming
I'm not
lessons.
worrying too much. I believe you. I believe you.
But having said that, you see, I've got a secret weapon as well, because the university I went to go and learn how to be a radio announcer, for instance, did copious amounts of other things, and one of the guys there that was actually doing drama and everything, his name was Peter Jackson. Now, he's Sir Peter Jackson, the guy who produced Lord of the Rings.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You should see some of his earlier movies. You'd be like me going, how the heck did that happen?
Hey, you gotta start somewhere. You should see some of the first songs I wrote. I won't show any, but You would not think it's the same person.
I get it, believe me, I do. So we'd love to be able to take you to Middle Earth as well and show you that. But at the same time, have you ever heard of Queenstown?
I think I've heard of it. I don't know much about it, though.
Yeah, not Queensland, that's in Australia. That's the place where all the men wear dresses and high heels and drive fast in women's clothing, called that drag racing or something. Yeah,
That's very funny.
yeah,
I like that.
very cool, nice, I like it. But Queenstown, and believe me, it's a challenge getting in there because it's wall to wall, literally. But it's a boutique little town come city where all the A-listers from around the world go and, well, just get away, you know, hide from the paparazzi and everything like that. And they take their significant others and their best friends, everything like that, and just go and do stuff down there. Fantastic place, touristy as, got to be honest with you. Shania Twain actually owns property down there.
No way, eh?
You never know.
That's crazy.
You never know who you're going to bump into. Literally, I mean, before this COVID virus thing was on, well, we had Tom Cruise was down there, Keanu Reeves was down there, Kevin Costner was down there. Yeah, as I said, A-listers, they all go and have some fun down there. But you don't want to run into me there, Maddie, I tell you.
Why?
I'll throw you off a bridge.
No, you would not.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of fun. It's called bungee jumping.
All right. I would love to go bungee jumping in New Zealand. I want to go just period. So adding New Zealand after that sounds fantastic to me. So
Well-
you can throw me off the bridge.
Absolutely brilliant. In fact, seeing you're not Australian, we'll attach the bungee.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, don't tell Australians that.
I'll trust you. I'll trust you in that.
Nice.
hopefully.
I'll put you in good hands, actually, because the guy that brought it here to New Zealand, the inventor of the bungee himself, AJ Hackett, is a good friend of mine. So we'll put you in good hands there. We'll even put you out over the swing. Believe me, that is huge. That
Sounds
is lovely.
unbelievable.
It is. But at the same time, later on, we'll take you down the Shotover River and, you know, some of these super jet boats. And believe me, they turn these things inside out, upside down, get so close to walls, everything like that, but you won't spill a drop of your beer.
No way, eh?
Absolutely.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
Yeah, one guy says to me not so long ago, he goes, how do you not spill your beer with all that action? I says, lids, bro.
You're full of jokes. I love it.
We put lids on our beer when we do crazy stuff. We do.
That would make sense. I don't know why Canadians haven't done that. We keep them in the bottles, and if you break them, you break them, and that's about it.
No, believe me, we're fully on to it. We're Kiwis. You're not going to spill our beer. No way.
We do that for fun here.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay, fair enough, you know. Different, yeah, you're right, different. Have you ever heard of a Zorb?
I don't think so.
Oh, this is fun, and I recommend alcohol for this one. I really, really do. Plenty beforehand. It's a big, round, clear, see-through ball, and we put you in it and roll you down a hill.
Yes, I've seen those before, and everything that you're telling me is making me just want to get over there right now.
We will send you instructional videos of everything I've talked about, literally.
Okay,
Just to show you.
instructional.
Yeah, well, you know, the who grew up, believe me.
Yeah.
But with the Zorb, we'll actually put some runners in front of you, like moving Skittles, you know what I mean? You actually get to... Why I say alcohol? Well, the looks on their face is priceless when you run over them.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah, well, I think that anyway. I get a kick out of running over people with big balls. I really do. Have you ever tried skydiving?
No, and it's another thing that's on my bucket list.
Okay, I've been doing it for about 37 years.
Really?
I would love to be able to throw you out of a perfectly good aeroplane.
It sounds like you just want to throw me off of something. Like, I'm prepared for it. Slightly. Mentally, mostly.
Yeah, I kind of have that sadistic deal with people. I want to throw them in. Yeah, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah, true story, actually. One person that went skydiving with me, and this really happened. I got called up to say, listen, we've got a booking where you come in and take somebody for a jump. I went, yeah, no worries. So I got all ready and sat there. And this guy comes in, They dress him up, they give him a shoot and everything like that, give him the helmet and get him all sorted up, you know, pat him on the shoulder, you good man, you know. And I didn't say a word to him, I just walked straight past and went straight out to the plane, sat there, right? The plane's warmed up, everybody's doing their thing. This guy comes in and he sits down in front of me and I sort of hook myself to him, as you would do, you know what I mean? And we get to the drop zone and I tap him on the shoulder, give him the thumbs up, and out we go, right? But as I'm going out, as I'm heading out there, I said to him, have you been an instructor long?
No! I just know the heart attack he was feeling. Oh my god! You are sadistic. Oh my gosh!
He screamed for the better part of the trip down, believe me. It was absolutely fantastic. Loved
You're
it.
mad. Oh my gosh.
Well, there's a sort of sweet bitterness to it, isn't there?
A sweet bitterness to it for sure.
There you go. Good segue now, please, Maddie. Tell me all about this. 3,300 requests, 33 and 11 requests so far, and climbing to date.
Wow.
Tell me about this. How did you get so successful with this song?
This song, it's interesting because I went into the studio that I planned to record it at, and I completely planned to record a different song. One of my songs called Bloom, and I was fully ready to do that, and I had just the verse of this song kind of planned out. And then after the first chat about what we were going to record, I went home and I finished the song, and I was like, nope, it's got to be Sweet Bitterness. This is a good one. And it was inspired by a lot of the feelings of being in a pandemic and just missing the little joys that you have, especially as a kid, you know, when you're really excited about the holidays, Christmas morning, or getting ready for a field trip the next day. Just that huge amount of excitement over what I would think is so small at this point. And I missed that, and I wanted to write a song about it. That's where Sweet Bitterness came from. It's a very bittersweet feeling, for sure.
Well, you know something? You are connecting with our audience across the board, across the world, everywhere, every corner you can think of, even though the world's round. There's okay, yeah, you get it, all right, fair enough. Everybody is loving Maddie Mueller right here at Galaxy. Here's Sweet Bitterness. So how you feeling, Maddie? You okay?
I'm doing really good, yeah.
Nice, cool. You're going to love this when it comes in cartoon to you.
I'm so excited for this. This is unlike anything I've ever done before. I've done interviews and stuff, but this feels so professional and well done, and like, not that the other ones weren't or anything like that. This is just really cool, and the fact that I have that many requests on my songs is just mind-blowing.
I'm pleased.
Speechless.
I'm pleased you think it's professional. Gosh, somebody says to me, "Grant, professional." That's cool.
I mean, the throwing people off of bridges and planes and whatnot, you have to be semi-professional to feel comfortable enough to do that, so.
I've done it once or twice now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure it won't be the last.
Barbara, you looking very bootalicious.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I like that. You know, very, very much. She's. Do you remember Darth Vader?
Of course.
Yeah, remember that one? Do you think that's lightsaber of his?
Of course.
Yeah, well, that's like Barbara in this thing here.
I can see it. It's going around.
Yeah, it's a hard hit area. You got to move quickly out of her way, eh?
That's what's touching all the corners of the earth at this point right now. It's moving everywhere.
Yeah. It's the power of the wand. No, I'm not calling you a witch or anything. It's just that's really cool. It really is.
Witch, I don't mind.
Yeah. Dear.
I've got gypsy in my blood.
You got gypsy in your blood. Well, you do too. Yep.
Yeah, I do.
I understand
So,
that.
Magical.
I like that top, Barbara.
Oh,
That
thank
is
you.
really a splendid looking top. She always turns out so
She likes
nice.
the
And then
top,
I get to
guys.
work and I get these people come and dress me and they say, "This is your outfit for the day."
It looks great. great. You're looking really good.
I enjoy wearing these because when I do these interviews, people get to know not only who you are, but they go and find out
And
who
don't
this
forget
person
the
is.
hat.
And
I
of
was
course-
very interested in your shirt when I saw it, so
This
you're
is-
doing a good job of modeling it.
This is a Kiwi band, would you believe? They're very good.
I would believe it. I would believe it.
They, as I said, you got to have good music here at Galaxy, otherwise not even a chance. Barbara gets about 30 bands a day.
Oh, more than that now.
Yeah, to 50 bands a day, 30 to 50.
Oh.
We've only got a certain amount of time in a week, so we've got to whittle it down, you know what I mean? So that's why
Understandable.
only the exceptionally good music gets through.
10 full interviews
So-
a month.
Making
and
me blush.
20
No, please feel
releases.
proud.
I
Feel
am
proud,
very
you know.
honored, very excited about this.
Cool. Well, we're going to wrap it up right now, but don't go anywhere just yet because we're going to do a couple of things after this, okay?
All right.
But
Deal.
you're a superstar. Welcome to the world and welcome to a global network.
Thank you. Thank you.
Chasing highs, days to voices. I wanna feel alright. Wanna feel alive. Galaxy FM.
Even the on-air director has just given me the thumbs up. Thank you, sir. Absolutely stunning. Our director, he's, well, if anything, he's always in this state of upset. You know what I mean? He changes colour from umber to red. He never acknowledges anything. He's sitting in the fishbowl over there giving me the thumbs up. Great interview right now. So I'm impressed at that alone.
Give him a thumbs up back for me then.
He got it. Believe me, he's watching the screens as well. We got a few
Good.
screens here, so believe me, he's watching all of that. My on-air producer, she's there saying, "Great job as well, Madison. You're doing well." Now,
Thank you.
I have asked you, will you be writing and recording new music in the near future? Will you come back again? Will you release it with us?
Yes, 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 yes to everything. Yeah, absolutely.
Stunning, because we would love to be able to follow you through your career, be able to get behind you as much as we can. Are you familiar with the Galaxy Artist page on Facebook?
Briefly, yes. Yeah, I went through it.
Okay, well, let me encourage you there. If you've got anything on, even if you're going to the opening of a shoebox, I don't care, put it on there because so many people go through that. You've got event people, you've got agents, you've got record labels, you've got the ordinary everyday person like myself going through and having a look, getting to know who Maddie is, you know what I mean? So if you've got a show, if you've got a new song, a new poster, a new outfit, put it on there, you know what I mean?
Okay, I will. I will.
And we don't charge you a damn thing for it because we want the artist to be able to move forward without having to worry about money and promotions and multimedias and, you know,
The whole thing.
we're worried and we want to get behind indie artists, songwriters, performers, and artists much like yourself. Now, as
That's
I said,
amazing.
I want to be able to introduce you to Jay from Lazy Indie Magazine. I'll get Barbara to get all that done
I
as well.
actually know Jay. He did a interview with me for the release of Sweet Bitterness. So I'm actually already connected there. So we have mutuals already.
All right, well, you know, I'll have another chat to him anyway.
She's been in the magazine.
She's
For
been in the
sure.
magazine, yeah, okay, all right, fair enough. Because, believe me, we want to be able to continue that relationship there as well,
Yes,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
Brilliant, absolutely stunning. But unfortunately, we are going to have to wrap it up for here right now. Please, Maddie, don't go anywhere just yet because we are going to do a few things backstage that nobody else will see unless you want them to, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
All right, but in the meantime, let's go back over to the other studio. Here's the Communards and Disenchanted.
Continuous hit music.